Thank you, Nurse Mark.
And we're live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse Daily Dose of AFA,
where we bring you hope and inspiration for growth and healing so you can start your day off the AFA way. And in case you have forgotten, we're going to remind you every single day. Mark, AFA, what is that all about?
Oh, you're absolutely amazing exactly as you are. There is no need to be anything other than you.
Yep.
Trust me. Trust me on this. You are absolutely amazing exactly as you are. If somebody's telling you that you're not or you're feeling like you're not, it's all just an illusion. Let it go. You are absolutely amazing.
You know, Mark, I love waking up every day to hear that. I just love looking into your eyes and just hearing you say, Sherry,
you're true, Sherry. It's the truth. I'm just sharing the truth. I'm giving you a little daily dose of reality. That's it. AFA.
AFA, T with a truth with a capital T.
With a capital T. That's right. Yes. So we're off to a good start. You're absolutely amazing, exactly as you are. And so the pressure's off. Yeah. You don't have to wait for some magical time in the future to be absolutely amazing. You already are. That's the beauty. Yep. Well, Sherry, you look like you just froze a little bit. We lost you for a second. Go ahead.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're way up in the North Woods there, where they ain't got no internet.
I know. I was going to say I'm here at DubTech Studios in the Weeds
Studios. Yeah,
it has been awesome.
They use a couple of moose antlers, don't they, for antennas up there? Bring the internet down from the satellites.
The moose antlers,
right? Moose antlers on the roof. Isn't that how they do it up there in Vermont?
A lot of what do you call it? Clothes hangers hanging.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the old rabbit ears. Yeah, for people who don't know, we used to use coat hangers as antennas on TVs to get the signal.
And then if we were really smart, we would put tinfoil caps on our heads. And
it might be a good idea now. Okay, so here we go. AFA.
Daily
awesome. Oh, I heard that. Hey, Joe. Put your tinfoil hat on. All right. Let's talk daily love.
Yeah, it's all about love. It's all about love.
The daily love. Yes. Good morning, Beth. So this was a nice one today. I really enjoyed it and kind of got a kick out of it. So I'm just going to read it. Hey, Crystal. Oh, no. Sorry to hear about your husband. I hope he's okay now. All right. So the daily love for today was from Wayne Dyer because, I just love that guy.
He's great.
A lot of good things to talk about. So I'm just going to read right through it. I'm going to rip right through it, and then we're going to have a little quick talk about it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Okay. Every self-limiting thought that you employ to explain why you're not living life to the absolute fullest, so you're feeling purposeful, content, and fully alive, is something you can challenge in reverse, regardless of how long you've held that belief, and no matter how rooted in tradition, science, or life experience it may be. Even if it seems like an insurmountable obstacle, you can overcome these thoughts, and you can begin by noticing how they've been working to hold you back. Then you can embark on a deprogramming effort that allows you to live an excuse-free life, one day at a time, one miracle at a time, one new belief at a time.
There you go. Here it is.
And so here was my share on it. Sherry.
Let's hear it, Nurse Mark.
It was my share. The first part of deprogramming is recognizing that you're programmed in the first place. And so here is the matter of fact. We come into the world and we have a baseline programming because you get your genetic code handed down, which has some epigenetic information. So you do have some programming already that you have nothing to do with. You don't choose it. It just is there. And then you start to have your life experience, and you have experiences, and you learn language, and you hear stories about how life is, and your parents and your grandparents and people around you tell you what life is about and what people are about. And you take all that on and you get programmed. You have nothing to do with it. You just
Good.
become programmed. So most of what you think and do every single day is just programming. And I
Yeah.
love this is hilarious because I bust people all the time on this one. You know, something will happen. I'll be with someone, friends, family, whatever. I'll be with someone, something will happen, and they'll say, "Ah, I knew that would happen." And I just can't stop laughing when I hear that. I'm like, well, if you knew it was going to happen, then why'd you let it happen?
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh. Yeah. So the fact of the matter is, they didn't really know that it would happen, but it happened. And then it was a recognition that it was evidence of something that they already had pre-programmed in their head. Like it was just evidence that the programming they have was valid, which is not true at all.
And so rewriting programs, Mark, this is what we do every day. You wake up every day.
Every day. It's what
and you
we
think-
do every day here. It's what we talk about with the AFA and the daily love. It's
And the
about
spoken word, affirmation, spoken word. I am. Look at yourself and say, I am. And then what are the words that follow that? Right?
That's
how
the
you
most,
create.
those are the two most powerful words. I am.
I am that I am. Really
Right,
powerful
right.
stuff. So this is good, Mark. Good
It
stuff.
is. Yeah. And Crystal's husband's in the hospital. So, hey, let's send him some healing vibes. Right now, we're all thinking about him.
Sending some healing energy. There's a song.
Yes, because we can, because we're energetic beings, and that's how we do it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then make sure I'll plug Friday, Frequency Fridays. If you guys need some good vibes, come join us in the Green Earth community. Like we're literally, I've got my Healy going on, right?
Heck yeah. Sending it towards Crystal's husband.
Yes.
He'll be okay.
All
right. So today I am going to notice my programming because guys, 99% of what you do, 99% of what you do today is going to be all programming. I'm sorry to tell you that. You can fight it all you want. You can say I have free will and I choose my thoughts and I blah, blah, blah. But 99% of your day is going to be just on autopilot. You have no control over it. It's just automatically going to happen.
But we're changing that right now. So here it is. I am in control of my thoughts.
Yeah, well, that's a good one.
Reality.
That's a good one.
That's a good
Yeah. Why not? That's better than any other one.
Better than any other one, right?
Just as good as any other one. So the way that I'm going to deprogram myself today is I'm just going to notice when programming is in play. Step outside of being that programming, right? Just notice it. It's what we do with meditation and all the other tools. We step outside of that and we notice that it's happening. And in that noticing of it, you have a moment of being able to actually make a choice. Do I really want to be that way? Because it's just a way of being. Do I really want to be that way? Well, maybe not. Okay, I'll choose something else.
I think I'm going to choose Mark's way. I'm going to choose the AFA way. That's it.
Come on. Yes, absolutely. Why not? You are absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. So Melissa, Crystal, I got my glasses on. I can see Joseph. I hear you over there, Joseph. Beth, welcome everyone. And today is Tuesday.
Hugging a nug, baby. Terpene Tuesday.
Yeah, Terpene Tuesday. So every Monday we talk about manifesting, motivation, what motivates us as nurses. And on Tuesdays, we like to do hugs and nugs and talk a little bit more about the plant and specific. Talk about terpenes. And terpenes are really, really cool. And Mark, today's terpene is saponine. But before we dive deep into that, where does a terpene, Mark?
Oh my gosh, terpenes are just so fabulous. And they're found everywhere in the plant world. So terpenes are organic compounds that produce smells and tastes. And they're found in cannabis and other plants, essential oils, trees, foods. In cannabis and plants, terpenes help ward off attacks from animals, insects, and fungus during the growth cycle of the plant. So when a cannabis plant goes through the curation process, the terpenes become oxidized, resulting in what we know now as terpenoids. So terpenes are important because they do contribute to the entourage effect. We don't really know how they do it, and it's a subject of intense study, but not debate everybody agrees there is an entourage effect, and they
Mhm.
do have their own healing properties. So the entourage effect, which again is really super important and one of the magnificent parts of the cannabis as a medicine plant protocol, is that the entourage effect suggests that utilizing cannabinoids and terpenes, everything that's in the plant together, will produce a more powerful and potent medicinal effect rather than using, as we do in pharmaceutical medicines, an isolated compound. So the
Yeah.
whole of the plant, Sherry, is
Yeah.
greater than its individual parts.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
sabanine is something that I've never really, I had to start digging. We've been going through so many different terpenes over the past
Yeah.
6 months. And I was like, sabanine, I've never even heard of this one. And now I know the reason why, because it's a bicyclic monoterpene that is more prominent in other substances and only found in cannabis in small amounts. So the other things that it's found in is forest trees, such as the Norway spruce,
Love the
holm
spruce.
oak trees, right? So these trees. And it's also found in plants and herbs such as juniper, cloves, cardamom, black pepper, nutmeg, and carrot seeds. Also found in small amounts in tea tree oil. So it was very interesting.
Mm.
I never heard of this, and it's not a big giant terpene. It's not something that glares out at you, but it is available in small amount of cannabis, but mostly in these other substances. So Mark, what does it smell like?
Yeah. So, Sherry, it smells spicy, citrusy, has a piney flavor, hence the Norway spruce. And that's really what the aroma is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are some of the therapeutic properties, Cher?
All right. So some of the therapeutic properties of sabanine is that it may serve as a weapon against oxidation that is believed to cause the skin to age more rapidly. So how cool is that? It's an
Yeah.
antioxidant. We talk about oxidative stress all the time. I look at it as, here's a classic example. If you have two apples and you peel them both and you put them on the counter, and you cover one with lemon juice and you leave the other one open to air, the oxygen, the oxidative stress is going to turn the one that has been completely left open to air and peeled brown. Whereas the other apple that's sitting there covered in lemon juice is going to be nice and pristine and crisp and white because it's being protected against the oxidative stress. Right. So really, really interesting. I love that. So it can serve as help as an antioxidant. And then we're going to get into the study in a minute. So the other thing that I liked too about this terpene is that it also possesses antibacterial characteristics.
Right.
So how about the antioxidant study, Mark? What did that say?
So in 2015, a study was published in the Journal of Science of Food and Agriculture, and it found that sabanine was useful in preserving the freshness of roasted sunflower seeds.
There you go.
Now, that's important because we use a lot of synthetic preservatives in our food supply, and we don't really know what they do over long time use. So this natural use of sabanine could be really important. So researchers concluded that sabanine could be used in place of synthetic preservatives. Now, the research also suggests that the antioxidant properties for sabanine has the potential to preserve the youth and elasticity of the skin. And you know what, Sherry? My skin's starting to lose that elasticity. What? Oh, man, what's happening? Yeah, so maybe if I'm going to go find a Norway spruce. I'm just going to wrap my arms around and cover myself with it. Anyway.
It's all about staying well.
There's a lot of money spent on trying to keep this skin all looking good,
I know.
So sabanine may be one. So what about the antibacterial study?
Excellent. Antibacterial study in 2015 in India showed that sabanine in wild juniper berry oil showed antimicrobial activity against a bunch of different horrible bacterias. Streptococcus pneumonia, which is the bacteria responsible for pneumonia. Staphylococcus aureus, so staph infection, the bacteria that causes dangerous conditions such as meningitis, toxic shock syndrome. So this terpene is
a common one.
Antibacterial. Yeah. So the role of sabanine in cannabis. So this is just really interesting.
Yeah.
It's not commonly found terpene in cannabis, right? So it's found in a little bit, but when it's present in very, very lower quality. So what have some of the researchers suggested is that if you detect a little piney, minty, peppery fragrance, sabanine may be part of the mix. So the strains, there was really only one group of strains that I had found this as I searched and dug, and it was the haze strains, right?
Yeah.
Super
Nice.
silver haze, a big one. So there's one other thing too, as I was digging through the research and looking in Canna-Keys, which I didn't find this in. I was looking in a lot of different sources to bring this terpene to you all. And the thing that stood out to me the most was that there was not enough research to make any definitive statements about sabanine's effect in cannabis on the human body. So basically, what does that mean? There was nothing studied in regards to this terpene being studied from the cannabis plant. This terpene was studied from other sources. So it just goes to show us, Mark, we've got so much more to learn, so much more to research. And not only with the terpenes that are found in the plant, but such as those terpenes that are found in other areas, such as the plants, the foods, the herbs, and the essential oils.
Yeah. We do have so much more to learn. And that's the exciting part about being here, right? We get to be on the cutting edge of the research that's being done now, that will be done in the future. And man, oh man, it's an exciting time to be alive.
It is.
It really is. It really is.
And guess what, Mark?
Yeah.
We have a big celebration coming up on 420.
Woo! We got a lot coming up. I'm going to MC a panel on April 29th.
Good.
On cannabis in DC. So I get to MC that. That's going to be a lot of fun. You'll hear a lot more about that coming up. And we do have a lot going on 420. You know, of course, it's like our major cannabis holiday.
Yep. And then we're doing the 420 potluck. How cool is that? Yes. So In the Weeds, Prohibition Talk Radio is putting together a special show on 420. And what we're doing is we are giving away, how cool is this? Like Santa Claus in April. It's like the stoners holiday. We're going to be giving away products from different companies, which will be really fun. So Joe and I are going to be doing a show, and different companies are going to come on and talk about their products. And then we're going to do a potluck. So have all these numbers in a hat, and they're going to pick a number and give away a product. So I think that'll be really fun.
I love it. You know, and that's a good point to make here, is that, you know, there are a lot of folks in the cannabis industry, right? You have the medical community and you have the recreational community, and many times, you know, they're just split apart. Like they're just diametrically opposed. The medical community says you don't ever use it as recreationally. Recreational community says, hey, go F yourself. So I like to think, Sherry, that we bridge the gap between the two. Like,
bring them
good morning from Vegas. So we bridge the gap between the two. Like, we recognize, I know we say it all the time, Sherry, we think and just believe that whenever you use cannabis, whether it's recreationally, adult use, or medically, whenever you use it, you're using it as a medicine. It's what it's been from the beginning. It's how it's been used for thousands upon thousands of years medically. Not necessarily the stamp of a particular provider, right? But it's been utilized. So
that's the other thing too, is the minute it hits your body, regardless of the intention that you have when you're using it, it acts as medicine in your body. So when you go to consume it, that's what we do. Is that we teach patients. We teach patients how to listen. The body keeps score, to pay attention. How do you want to use medicine? The body. It's a great book. And so what we're doing here, and that's what we're doing at the Different Views Review. Okay, so as clinicians, a lot of nurses, I've been talking to nurses about this, is as a lot of nurses come into the cannabis space, they come into, majority of them as patients. And then we focus on, you know, overcoming those illnesses and those symptoms and getting to a better lifestyle. And then we realize cannabis is a lifestyle. Why wouldn't I want to incorporate into my mind, my body, my spirit, and all of my activities of daily living? And then a lot of us have come to realize that, gosh, you know, in a social setting, I would much rather do a puff or have a little edible or have a cup of tea or something like that to enjoy myself instead of consuming liquor and other harmful substances. So we are really about, mind, body, spirit, using this plant. And it's what we're here to teach you how to use this plant appropriately. And so so that's why I love doing these different things with the different views review and doing these different things, because it's important to show that cannabis can be utilized in multiple different ways. And the stories that we tell ourselves, the stigma, reefer madness stories, need to go away. And so we're here to show that. So if you guys see me smoking every now and then or puffing, guess what? I am using my medicine, and I'm not going to stop or hold back, but I'm also going to be respectful of people as well. So it's really about showing people the appropriate use. Why are you using this plant? How are you using it? And how is it making you feel? And are you becoming a better version of yourself? Are you showing up in life the way that you
Right.
That's what it's all about.
And that's why we're here. And that's why you're all here, because we're all in this together, and we all want to change the regulations, the rules. Sherry and I are intimately involved in many different states, and it's just so ridiculous the amount of roadblocks that are in place for people to gain access to cannabis as a medicine. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
And this is why we're so vocal. It's like, get over it already. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Get over it. This is here to stay. It's not going away. We are going to show up every single day, and we are going to bring you plant medicine, plant education, plant philosophy. We are here to change what it means to feel good and be high. That hope, inspiration, growth, and healing. And Mark, I can't even think of a better person to be on my bus than you.
We got this, partner. We got this. And everybody here is out there talking about it, I am sure. So you're on the bus too. Welcome aboard. It's going to be a wild ride.
It's a really fun song.
Just want to let everybody know, I'm popping up these daily love recordings up on podcast channel now. So if you look up on any of the podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any of those platforms, Spotify, if you looked up the Green Nurse, Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse Daily Dose of AFA, you'll find it there. So if you're driving down the road and you can't be looking at your phone at the video, you can pop it up on the podcast channel.
Found it. I found the banner.
Oh, the Daily Love. Yeah. So that's how to subscribe to the Daily Love. You can get on, you can hear that every morning. That goes out at 8 a.m. It's a text message with a little link to an audio. But I pop these particular recordings that we're doing right now up on a podcast channel itself. So you can you just go out there and search Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse Daily Dose of AFA. It's going to come up. So again, if you got people who like to consume their stuff just on an audio basis, come on down. Check it out. Just any podcast app, you'll find us there. So
I'm having fun hitting buttons, Mark. I've got all these buttons.
You are going crazy there. It's we got so many banners.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, hey, we got that. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Get that code quick while we have it up.
Oh my gosh. Well, this has been an amazing moment. It is Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. You're not getting another one.
That's it. It's your only one. Make it a good one.
And hey, I'm a huge fan of being aware that we're not here forever, and we don't know when our last moment is going to be. So this Tuesday, April 6th, 2021, may be the last day you have. We don't know. We don't know. You don't know. I don't know.
So guess what?
I'm not being the downer. It's really super, super cool and it's in the book. Yeah, it's in the book. It's really super cool when you get to a moment in time and a place in time where you recognize just how magical and special each and every moment is. Like this one that we have right here will never happen again. All of you being here and supporting and being a part of the conversation, that is meaningful to me.
It's meaningful to me
I'm not
too. So
getting
thank
another
you
one
all
of
for
these.
showing
Thanks for
up.
being here.
Yeah,
So,
Mark, and thank you for
yeah.
showing up, right? Thank you for showing up and not giving up, right? So this is what we're doing. We're teaching everyone how to do what? Live their best life.
And help others to live their best life too. All right, folks. So we will see you tomorrow, which is, of course, Wednesday, when we got so
Big
much
day.
going on. We got so much going on. Yeah.
3 podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
8
Oh, yeah.
4:20 to 6:20 and 8 p.m.
Yeah. 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 Hey, Carrie Lee, I love you.
I love you.
Love
Love you.
all of you. Seriously.
All about
Absolutely.
love.
And guess what? You know why? Because you're absolutely fucking amazing. I already know that to be true. That's my belief. So there's no checklist for me to love you. You don't have to live up to any expectations. The checklist is gone. I burned that a long time ago. So
can I give you my list? No.
yeah, yeah, you can burn your list. No, nobody has to live up to any expectations. Just
There
going
you
to love
go.
you anyway, exactly as you are right now. You don't have to be any better or different. So go out there, get it today, live that AFA day. And Sherry said it earlier. Come on, tell me again.
One more time. Remember,
Yeah.
everyone, what it's truly all about. It's about living your best life and helping others do the same. Thank you for joining us this morning.
All right. See you tomorrow, folks.